Hey guys, Brittany here, and I want to invite you to pray with us. Every Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 9 a.m., we host a time of communal prayer, and you're more than free to join us via Facebook from wherever. If you're unable to join us, no worries. You can hop onto Facebook, watch the prayer video, and send in any prayer requests that you may have. It's truly a blessing to be a part of a community that prays together. Also, mark your calendars for Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. as we host our online discussion group to dive deeper into the weekend services text. You'll find this additional interaction to be insightful and inspiring. Visit our website for more details. Now for our weeknight warriors. Volleyball is here. Next Thursday, our gymnasium doors will be swinging wide open for our friendly yet competitive league. And remember, our volleyball nights yield zero commitment, so come when you can and enjoy a healthy getaway. Also, take advantage of the time to connect with others and work on that killer serve that you know is inside of you. The Lord has been so good to us during such a difficult time. So some of our friends here at TLC want to share a few words about how God has been so faithful.
I'm Stacy Sell.
My name's Ed.
My name's Brian Young.
And I was affected by COVID.
And I too tested positive for COVID.
And I too tested positive for COVID.
I was shocked.
It was a shock.
I took every precaution I could to stay safe.
So we had been very careful and had stayed home. We'd stayed inside. We'd avoided every crowd. And unfortunately, we were affected by it.
What started out as a mild case, on my 9th day of quarantine, I ended up having severe complications.
Physically, the worst part was the exhaustion, trying to take care of 4 children in a house.
I was upset knowing that I just had a transplant and my immune system is compromised.
I actually went into respiratory failure and ended up in the hospital for 2.5 weeks.
The hardest challenge for me started 3 days after I was diagnosed, and I had problems breathing, muscle aches, chills, and a migraine headache.
The physical part was rough, but the emotional part really took its toll on.
Whenever I was down and out and I couldn't spend no time with my family or my kids, I was very stressed out, angry with myself, thinking that I could have made more steps to prevent this from happening.
Yeah, the hardest part about it was, I would have to say, was the isolation from my family.
I couldn't get no rest or sleep at night and could not spend no time with my family or kids. And I just got down on my knees in the bedroom, all by myself, and I cried and prayed to God. It's not my time yet. I need to serve you more.
Not being able to be there for my parents who had it. The worst part was losing my father through it. He lost his battle with COVID, and that was a shock for all of us. We just have held tight to God and remembered His words and His blessings and His plans for us.
I struggled towards the end of it with a lot of depression from being isolated for 3 weeks from my family. Having people praying for me was the biggest reason I got through it. If it wasn't for the prayers, it would have been a difficult situation to get through.
When I found out the church was praying for me, it meant the world to me. And I knew that my friends and family and God would help me get me through this. I prayed every day.
The blessing was seeing God's love pour through all of our friends and family. They reached out in so many ways that I can't even begin to name, and that was amazing. We truly knew that God was with us through all of this. Our family pulled together, and we just leaned on God's power through everything, and we'll continue to do so.
It was the best thing that ever happened to me, having me friends and family at this church and the community surrounding me with the love of God. And that was what kept me going and kept me strong and positive through this whole thing.
Finally, in the pew rack in front of you, you'll see this welcome card. Make sure, if you're not a regular attendee, to fill this card out and put it in the offering plates as you leave the sanctuary. This allows us to reach out to you and allows you to get to know us just a little bit better.